Hello, Night Owl. Welcome. You've just arrived at Changi, our airport that feels more like a garden mall than a terminal. And tonight, I'll be your sleepy tour guide, walking you through every moment as if you were really here. This isn't a list. It's a journey, a real-time adventure. You and me, side by side, taking in the aroma of spice stalls, listening to chatter in Singlish, and savoring every delicious moment this vibrant island has to offer. We've got lots on the itinerary for the next 3 days, so bring your most comfortable runners. Before we head out, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and turn on post notifications. That way you won't miss our next trip together. Whether it's Tokyo, Istanbul, or Seoul, you'll be the first to board. So settle in, fluff your pillow, dim your lights, maybe switch on your diffuser. Dandan or lemongrass would be nice. All right, take my hand. Let's begin day 1 in Singapore. We're inside Jewel Changi Airport now. And do you hear that? That's the rain vortex, the world's tallest indoor waterfall, 40 meters high, cascading through a glass dome. It's more than a fountain. It's a symbol, a meeting of nature and engineering, a modern oasis at the gateway to Singapore. Let's take a slow walk around. You'll notice how the light shifts as the sun peeks through the dome's steel lattice. The floor is polished stone, smooth under your feet, and there are pockets of mist rolling in gently from the plants. Kids are running past us on the skynets above, and somewhere nearby, there's the sound of soft jazz playing from a hidden speaker. We stop for a moment at a bench by the Shiseido Forest Valley. It's cooler here, isn't it? Look at the way the mist clings to the leaves before evaporating. I love it here. Sometimes I come just to breathe the air. Better than a spa, honestly. Let's grab breakfast at one of the local spots tucked into the heart of Jewel. There's plenty of cozy cafes here, but I know a quiet little nook that does kaya toast just right. You sit, I'll order. Kaya toast and kopi si kosong. That's with evaporated milk and no sugar, just how I like it. The toast is crispy and warm, and the kaya is thick with coconut and egg. Go ahead, dip it into the soft-boiled egg. Add a pinch of pepper if you're feeling brave. There we go, that's the bite. Now, we hop on the MRT. It's smooth, clean, and absolutely freezing, as all Singaporeans like their aircon. We take the downtown line, and soon the city opens up outside the glass. We've stepped out of Bayfront MRT, and suddenly, you're standing at the foot of giants. Look up. Those are super trees. Up to 50 meters tall, towering over us like some kind of space jungle. They're covered in vertical gardens, orchids, ferns, bromeliads. And see the solar panels on top. They help power the whole park. We walk along the path toward the grove. The air here smells green, earthy and floral, with a touch of brine from the bay nearby. You hear that? Birds. Real ones, and mechanical ones from the soundscape. Let's lie on the grass for a second. Come on, shoes off. Feel that breeze. If you close your eyes, you'll hear children laughing, the distant hum of boats, and that familiar Singapore buzz, like the city's alive, always humming just under the surface. Now we rise, slowly, and make our way into the cloud forest dome. It's like walking into a fridge. That waterfall is 35 meters high, misting the air with every splash. We take the spiral path upward around the cloud mountain, and every few meters there's something new. Pitcher plants that trap insects, tiny orchids clinging to moss, sculptures of dragons made from driftwood. Look over the railing. Below, people look like pebbles, and the walkway stretches like a ribbon in the mist. We pause here for a while. I like this spot. You can hear everything echo. Footsteps, distant giggles, even your own breath. Entry was 28 Singapore dollars for both domes. A bit pricey, but worth every dollar. This isn't just a garden. It's the future of cities. Time to eat. We walk to Satay by the bay, tucked behind the domes. You smell that? Charcoal smoke. grilled meats, spices. This is the real deal. We find a seat near the water, next to a family feeding pigeons bits of carrot cake. The fried kind, not the dessert. The uncle at the next table gives us a thumbs up when we sit. Friendly fella. Here's what I'm ordering. Sambal stingray. Flaky and rich, with a layer of spicy sambal that stings in the best way. Chicken satay. 10 skewers, grilled just enough to char the edges. And ota ota. Fish paste wrapped in banana leaf, soft and fiery. Sugarcane juice with lemon? Trust me, one sip and it's like your taste buds are on vacation. Altogether, about 25 Singapore dollars. Worth it? Absolutely. We sit back and listen. You hear that? That's Singapore's true heartbeat. Now we're rising. 57 floors up, inside one of the most iconic hotels in the world. When we step out onto the Sky Park, it's like the air changes. The view stretches all the way to Indonesia on a clear day. Below us, the bay glitters. There's the durian-shaped esplanade, the old shophouses by the river, and cranes lined up like birds in the distance. The infinity pool is just next door, but for guests only. We watch the sunset paint the sky in orange and purple, like a watercolor come to life. Let's linger here a little while. No rush. Our taxi winds through the quiet roads of Nassim Hill and into the Singapore Botanic Gardens. The Halia restaurant sits hidden among gingers and palms. Halia means ginger in Malay, by the way. Fitting, since they serve modern Singaporean European cuisine with a tropical flair. We sit under fairy lights, surrounded by greenery. I order the chili crab spaghettini. It's rich, tangy, with chunks of real crab meat. It tastes like someone turned our national dish into a love letter. Dessert is sticky toffee pudding, with warm sauce and a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream that melts just fast enough. Dinner costs around 35 to 45 Singapore dollars per person, but honestly, you'll remember this one for a long time. We take a quiet taxi ride to Mandai. The city fades into forest, and soon we arrive at the night safari. We board the tram and glide through the world's first nocturnal wildlife park. The air is cool, the path dimly lit. On our left, a Malayan tiger paces quietly. On the right, a herd of axis deer grazing. We don't talk much here. The animals are doing the talking. We hop off and walk the leopard trail. It's peaceful, eerie, beautiful. The trees arch overhead and the path glows faintly underfoot. You hear rustling, maybe a civet cat or a squirrel with ambition. We stop by the creatures of the night show. Otters doing tricks, a fennec fox sprinting across the stage. Educational and adorable. Let's call it. You're tired, I can tell. Eyes heavy. We take a grab back to the hotel. Good night, La. Sleep well. Tomorrow we head to the Island of Fun. And trust me, you're going to love it.